mentoring for me all started with a lift. It was Howard offering me a lift home after Bible studies from church because we lived so close together. I was a newcomer to church. I had just committed my life to Jesus to follow him. And although practically I'm not sure I totally knew what that meant, I knew I wanted to do that. And so through these car rides home, me and Howard got to know each other. Sometimes it'd be a quick 15-minute chat as we drove from Hurstville to Oatley, which is where I lived. And sometimes we talked for hours and hours and have his wife Mary wondering if he was actually coming home that night. Howard helped me through listening and giving me very practical advice, as well as pointing me towards how God would want me to follow him. I remember one particular incident in uni when I was having trouble with a person who was trying to put me down for believing in Christianity and believing in Jesus. He was trying to prove that Christianity was fake. He got pretty heated from my end, and I was trying my best to be patient and calm, but I also wanted to fight for the faith. Howard, through his wisdom, helped me to realize that some battles are just not worth fighting for, and that person was just trying to argue for the sake of arguing. Eventually we became more intentional, and we met up before church every Sunday. As I got into a relationship, Howard and Mary helped us to navigate what a glorifying Christian relationship should look like, and also working towards the ultimate goal of marriage. The thing I think that is also incredibly important in mentoring, which Howard did, was also reveal his own struggles and how God had been working in his life, which I found not only incredibly encouraging, but also because it showed that Howard needed God as much as I needed God. Sometimes I feel like mentors think they need to be invincible, that everything has to be going perfectly. But when we see the great heroes of the Bible, Moses, David, Esther, Gideon, we see that they were all fallible, that they all knew that they had incredible weaknesses and that they needed God to help them through everything. Howard, I thank God that he brought you in my life. I'm thankful that God has given us all this time together, and I'm praying that we'll have many more years sharing life together. Thank you, brother.
So Cam and I have always had a very light-hearted friendship. That is to say, I always make fun of him, in a loving way, of course. So since 2008, when he joined St. George's, we've been good friends. And actually last year we even shared accommodation in Hong Kong when we went back for a mutual friend's wedding. So over the 3 or so years he was serving at St. George's, I served with him and helped him to start up the original 11:45 service, which the current 11 o'clock Coda service evolved from. So some of the nuggets of wisdom that he taught me was to never settle for the status quo. Don't let routine or tradition or it's always been done that way stop me from serving and loving others. To always challenge and to review what I'm doing, especially in ministry, because there's always room for improvement, and what worked this year may not work next year. He taught me that being too comfortable, being too stagnant can be quite a dangerous thing in ministry. Another thing that he taught me was to do yourself out of the job, which means to be on the lookout for training up other people so that they can take your place in the future and they can take whatever you're doing to new heights under God. So I'm very thankful for all the mentoring and all the care that he's shown me over the many years. I'm very grateful that he's taken me under his wing and taught me what he did and to continue doing it. So he didn't always know how things would turn out, but he taught me never to be afraid to give something a try. I appreciate him showing me the importance of always being on the lookout for fresh blood to train, not only to train, but to live life together with, to care for, to love, and to equip them with the saving gospel so that I can pass the baton onto them and then God can use them for bigger and better things. So thanks, Cam.
Hi everyone, I'm Angie from the 9:30 congregation, and this is just a quick announcement to remind you that our church camp is coming up on September the 21st to the 23rd. We'll be gathering at Stanwell Tops for the weekend, and it's a great opportunity for us to hear God's word, and to share life with each other. We'll be learning about how to love one another, especially the newcomers at church. And as part of our church focus on intergenerational ministry, it will be a great opportunity for us to encourage each other in our various walks in life. There'll also be lots of free time, great food and Bible teaching prepared. So this is just a reminder that registration will be closing on Thursday the 13th of September. If you haven't signed up already, there are forms which are available at the welcome desk, or you can sign up on this link. And if finance is an issue, then feel free to speak to any one of the ministers about what's going on, and we can see what we can do to help you get there. Thanks.
Are you gonna do an outtakes video? Yes! For me started or, sorry. Oh yeah, okay, I think we're done. This is the last take, man. Last take.
Day 4.
Shut up, man. I just need to write down my thoughts. Alright, go.